the scene is here in politics, here or in North America, in Canada, in America, and so on, in regard to the social responsibilities and the public connect of ministers, okay, or persons in public office. In India now, we have a prime minister who has told all his ministers that they must be on Twitter and they must, on a 24/7 basis, be connected with the people of India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has 20 million followers on Twitter. Sushma Swaraj, yes. Sushma Swaraj, Arun Jaitley, many other ministers, maybe our Suresh Prabhu, a railway minister, and several others. So over around 4-5 million Twitter followers. And something that I referred to in my speech that day, this is unprecedented. I challenge anyone whether this can happen in any other nation. Sir, a railway passenger who has a cardiac problem will tweet or SMS the railway minister in a nation of 1,300 million, where 23 million are traveling by train every day. And in the next 10-15 minutes, that train comes to a halt. There is an ambulance waiting. There is a doctor at hand. He says, I have not seen this kind of government. I have not seen this kind of a minister. I have known Mr. Suresh Prabhu for many years now, but in his present role as railway minister, I am just saying how you connect with the last man. Some people say Twitter, Facebook. How many people are on internet? People are so poor, they don't have water, they don't have drinking water. What are you talking about? Yet, sir, a poor man will find somebody who can tweet, and get relief. There are situations where, there is maybe a pregnant woman traveling on a train who needs help, or somebody else, in a senior citizen. You should see the kind of response of the railway ministry, of the minister, and what is happening. Second, that day I mentioned about our foreign minister, Sushma Swaraj. Every day you just go to Sushma Swaraj's Twitter account. Please do that after this event today. And just see what is coming to her every day. Somebody has lost his passport somewhere. Maybe Baghdad, maybe New York, maybe anywhere. See her response. See what action is happening. And you see how that person in distress is responding to the minister in 2 hours or 4 hours. Can you imagine? Is this happening in any other nation in the world? When you say that you find me very positive, sir, will you not be positive about the future of India when you see this?
And does this bring people together? This whole activity of tweeting to ministers, does it bring people themselves together as a unified force?
Imagine the railways employs, so many million people. The entire railway family is now there. They know the minister, anybody, passenger will just tweet them. They will say this compartment is filthy. And in 10-15 minutes, there are people running in, conductor, this, that, sir, what is the problem, this, that. He didn't go and tell the conductor. He just messaged railway board or somebody. And railway board, signaling to the driver of the train, what the hell is happening in that place? Why can't food be supplied? What's the problem? This is unprecedented. That is why I say, let us all hope and pray that we in India remain energized this way over the next 5-10 years. You will see India at a totally different level. And this is a guarantee I give.
I don't know what else to ask you. That was a fantastic closing statement right there. Seriously. You wanna do one quick question?
One other last point.
Oh, good.
There are several other ministers. Mr. Venkaiah Naidu is the Minister for Urban Development. Recently, he has also become the Minister for Information Broadcasting. You see, that is the ministry which is connected to Prasar Bharati. Mr. Venkaiah Naidu is now in charge of this smart city project. And he was telling me the other day, after the new parliament came into being, one of the first anxieties of a member of parliament is to get a house. Every member of parliament will get a house. He will get a fairly decent accommodation in what we call South Avenue and North Avenue, okay, which is either side of Rashtrapati Bhavan. Or, if he has a little push, this, that and the other, he will move into a slightly larger house in other areas, all in nutrient state. So, Venkatji said one day when I met him in Central Hall, I said, sir, so how's it going? And he said, no, it's all very simple. Every MP wants a house and every MP wants a smart city. This is all they want. Anybody coming to me, one, they want their house in Delhi. Second, they want their city to become a smart city. So that aspiration that has crept into, that has been injected into the political system, that you can aspire for your town which has elected you to be a smart city. And the Ministry of Urban Development is at it. So like this, there are so many. Our power minister, if I don't mention him, it will be terrible on my part. Piyush Goyal, after this government came into being, the Prime Minister, I think, mentioned somewhere, 18,000 something villages do not have electricity in India. So he said, I want this achieved in 1,000 days. You can just go to Piyush Goyal's Twitter handle. Every day he will tell you how many villages he has electrified. Have you ever come across a government like this? Just go to his Twitter account and see, he'll say so-and-so village, today 14 villages, tomorrow. I think their expectation now is that they will complete that in 700 days. Two other things. You will see windmills dotting the Indian landscape now. Mr. Modi is laying a lot of emphasis on renewable energy and non-conventional energy. So you are going to see massive this thing in solar projects and windmills. And you see the graph, just check it out on Google as to how much we produce solar energy 3 years ago and what we are doing now. And so also wind energy. I think in 4-5 years it will probably touch 100,000 megawatts. And all achievable, just persistence and clarity of thought. You should see what is the output of our thermal stations now. What were they 2 years ago? What are they now? So, extraordinary work on. And another very interesting thing. India has made a commitment in regard to carbon emissions. So, this government is popularizing LED bulbs among people. A massive national program is on. Even 2-3 of these programs. In fact, I believe that the electricity thing is very critical. So also, as Mr. Oja mentioned, water supply. These are all basic things which attention is being paid to. I hope it will deliver this.